Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Captain of Industry coming at you, and my headset is not... Hold on. Okay, good, good. Okay, yes, we are continuing Time is Everything. Real tiny map. Let's see here. I have secured more forestry last session. I've also secured our coal. We've got there's a lot of coal, actually, to still be had. There's still a lot more to be had, so trying to secure that up so we don't have a land spill fill over there. I'm also doing the same thing over here with iron. We did have a bit of a spill last time, and that's what's going on with that. But I'd like to secure the entire isle so I can really get pushing, because there's more. I'm going to assume there's way more iron to be had. You can't really tell. Like, you can't look under the surface. You can't really tell. It's only if it pierces the surface, I guess. Can you see what is really there? That, or I could pop into a map editor and see, but I'd rather not do that. So I've shut off research. I've also kicked on this bad boy. This is bringing in rock from foreign lands, and that's what's boosting my landscaping ambitions. Yeah, that's the idea there. So yeah, got quite a bit more done. Really happy with myself, actually, even with research being off. Like, yeah, I did, like, over the last 3 episodes or whatever, 3 sessions, the power plant got condensed down by a quarter. It's now running the super good stuff for a little extra harumph. Yeah, oh, there's the rock ship just arrived. One thing I wanted to do is I wanted to boost up this to make it the next level. I probably could now make it a rock mine level 6. I probably could. I just really want to motor on this as much as possible. Do I have any people? I kind of don't. We're going to do this so we can get a little more diesel and such. Crude oil resource is getting low, and I get notified the second this hits 20%. But because I'm using heavy oil for diesel, we've greatly stretched our diesel budget. Yep. The idea of this thing that's ready to go, or soon to be, is going to be bringing in crude oil for us. So that's another, it's another good resource that we've got pending for a while. Yeah. Yeah. Liking it, digging it, loving it, that kind of a thing. Things are moving on. I love doing all the tinkering and messing around with this game and like playing and like doing and whatever, but like there's a lot of time you just gotta chill out. I could do with another vegetable. Nope. Vegetables. There we go. And that's fine, and that's fine. Cool. Let that even out for a little bit. High supply of compost again. Really? I thought I'd purged that down pretty hard. I guess not hard enough. We are getting quite a bit of compost. What can I use for compost? I think I can turn it into dirt, which I'm not super interested in anymore. It's literally just fertilizer. I could switch over to the organic stuff for a while and just purge it down a bunch. That's an option. Bruh. Another option could be just spin up more storage. Shrugs? Question marks? Tell me when you're full. Yeah. Nah. What does a wizard cast with when they're out of magic? Mana. Instead of mana, mana. I'm pretty happy with that one, actually. Okay. How you do? Don't touch that right now. Oh, thank God. Okay. Very good. Oh, that was exciting for the wrong reasons. That's what that was. Yeah. Last session, I had to reload the save because I bungled the whole bugga. Water everywhere. Water everywhere up to here. It was nuts. But yeah, this gives me This buys me a bit more iron. Because there's iron under them there hills. And yeah, okay. So like I said, there's a bit more resource to be had. I'm not really going to try too hard to nickel and dime everything. But like if I can throw down some rock and get more iron out of it, I think that's worth the effort. Like a lot of iron. Okay. Now I've been at speed 8 for a long time. Just kind of chilling and grilling kind of a thing. Not in a terrible rush about things. Okay. That stays paused. That needs silicon poly? Yeah. You can ask for silicon poly. I'd like to get this out of here. What else can I get rid of? Food packs, gold ore crushed, aluminum scrap is going to do me no good ever. We got some liquid storages we could skedaddle. What else is in here? A bunch of construction parts, which I don't want or need in here. A bunch of iron, a bunch of graphite. 660 mechanical parts. Oh, from that. Yeah. Okay. Right. You can pause, and you can pause. You can get promoted. And we're gonna do this. Just purge out all those mech parts. Yep. New refugees. Hot dang. I have to keep an eye on that. We got new refugees. Baby. Ooh. We got new refugees. Baby. Oh, right. You're not making PCBs anymore. Yes, quite. No more PCBs for you, Batman. I don't know what's going on in my brain. I'm tired, I'm giggly and tired. That's where we're at. Turn that back down to 110 because we've actually depleted most of our Gen 1 fertilizer. Actually, what do we need for Gen 2 stuff? Limestone and sulfur. Hey, we have an alarming amount of sulfur. That might be a thing to use it for. Wouldn't that be something? This can do this again. And this can do this again. Because now we have a way to remove it. Oh, you are full as well. No! We've been wasting precious sulfur. Sulfur. Okay. I'd say I'm sorry and I'd stop being an absolute weirdo, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm actually going to pop this on and say, yes, please deliver. We'll do something like this for a while. Not super long. But if I can get rid of some of these, yeah, some of this, that'd be great. I mean, resources are meant to be consumed, right? I mean, I'd rather get some of this knocked out. New refugees, hot dang. I'm not thinking we're gonna get any real science done. I'm not so disillusioned to think that's the case. You are... There we go. I could build a storage and store this stuff, but meh. That's okay. High supply of sulfur, yep. That's a problem. That's a freaking problem. That's a freaking problem. We'll be alright. And I'm out of Unity. Alright, well that was a fun little experiment. Well, that didn't happen, huh? You can switch back to... Oh, you're out of stuff anyway. Okay, well this made this weird. Invalid route assignment. Yeah, don't worry about that anymore. You need to get built. Higher priority, I should say. Oh, we have bauxite. I thought I had a bauxite storage. I did have a bauxite storage. I really did have a bauxite storage. Okay. Yep, they can get built whenever. Can I have one of these real quick? Just right there for now. That'd be great. Oh, no, 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 no. What? Yeah, deconstruct it. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button because I'm very good at video games. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah, that can look like that. Perfect. That's it. This is going to be lab parts. All the lab parts. Don't export. Thank you. Cool. That'll get rid of that real nicely. So that's how we get rid of chunks of that. The bauxite got yoinked. Don't need any more limestone. Oh, this has been running for ages. Oh, crap. That's where 30 of the workers went. Not the end of the world, just, you know, observation. That could just get paused. We're done with the science. I just need to get the science out of there. Okay. So there's that. We're done asking for mech parts. So you two can pop on. Okay. Cool. That trimmed out some of the stuff. Still a bunch of construction material and other bric-a-brac. Shipyard is overloaded with cargo. Well, not too sure what I'm going to do about that, and might do nothing about it. Oh, this is empty. Are y'all working? I don't know how to quick remove like that. Maybe that just worked? Oh, okay. I'd like the wafers. I mean, I'm not going to use that for ages, so kind of who cares? Okay. Truck is struggling to find a destination it can reach. I find that to be an incredibly farcical statement unless y'all got stuck somewhere. Yeah. Oh, dude's probably trying to get, like, to these squares and can't, and that's a problem for somebody. I guess it's a problem for me. I guess that's the crux of the conversation. It is a problem for me and me alone. Okay, how much crude do we have? 19. Okay, it's not bleeding out as quickly as I thought, and that's good. What I am going to do is I'm going to build this. That can just be resumed at leisure. Thank you. I'm going to make as few changes as I possibly need to in terms of our oil right now, because of how much other bric-a-brac I've got going on. So there's that. Truck is struggling to find a destination. Where are you trying to go, guy? What? What? Yeah, okay. That was easy, or is it still borked? I think the job queue just had to clear out. Okay, cool, cool. We still have no lumber. Which is sad. I was so optimistic about so many things, only to realize that now it was just dumb. Yep, receive only if 80. So I'm going to pop this on, pull the 20 steel in here. A little bit of a thing or whatever. For 20 steel, but still, I'd like to move some of this. Oh, we have a ton of electronics. Gaberg! I was so worried about being low on stuff. Yeah, heck, man. Can I just purge this out? Yes, get rid of it. Ah. Look at it and bark. Maybe it'll disappear. Ah. Get out of here. Ah. Can I have the 20 that's in here? I don't know if it'll actually pull out of there. Oh, there we go. Now I know it will. Because I toads it to. Yep. That got pulled, thanks. Okay. What else? More silicon wafers, which I thought I had. Okay. Nope, that's fair. What is that? Morphine? Morphine, yep. Thanks. Boatload of fruit. There you go. Yep, just work this stuff down a little bit. At a minimum, people eat the fruit. If... Oh, okay, you can't. Okay. At a maximum, what I could do is I could just turn this into chomp chomp good stuff. Chomp chomp good stuff. Yep, that's fine. And this is going to be a loose U-shaped lorft. Lorft. Right about there. Perfect. I wouldn't mind some priority here. Oh. Whoops. Fruit's a solid. Oh boy, that could have been a silly billy of a mistake. Not the worst one, certainly, but would have been proper annoying. Let's go ahead and do this right here. Oh, flat lift. Right there. Oh, wait. Then none of this matters anyway. Okay. Yeah, okay. My bad. Have at. You're done. I've done all that. I've done all I could. Now, this has some solid food problems. Because I did not give myself enough space. So this is going to be a little annoying. It may be a little resource intensive. I don't know. Like power-wise, maybe. But just for giggles and shiz. It'd be good if I stayed consistent with the right conveyors and everything, right? Like, generally. It would generally be a good idea. Okay. Good stuff. And we're not going to request anything. Just if you got to dump something somewhere, you can. Keep empty. There we go. Okay, cool. That gets rid of a lot of that. A lot of that. Okay. Electronics. Microchips, I mean. Get that upgraded. Thanks. Regular electronics. That's awesome. Wheat. That's awesome. That gets iced. Once you get started, like, declaring stuff and moving stuff around, this actually goes pretty fast. What gets genuinely frustrating is if you've got a lot of stuff, and a lot of varied stuff, which we do have. What did I want in here? Concrete. Cement, yeah. And you get like 10 of everything, because then it's like, well, I gotta build a storage for literally everything. But at this level, like, we have dang near a storage for everything. This isn't that big of a deal, and I want to get to the good stuff. Like, there's a bunch of servers in here that'll help us get past the mainframe age. There's a bunch of stuff in here I just would throw away, but I can't. There's a lot of plastic. Good golly. Yeah, hopefully that swings over here. A supply of waste. Oh! No. We did it? We did everything? Wow, that's incredible. Literally. Like, that's... Cue the Final Fantasy victory music, lads. Yeah. That's dope. Friggin' dope. A little more. That's better. Okay, am I trying to get all the way around the island? Yeah, kinda. Kinda, because that'll allow for all this other stuff to just work. Yeah, now I can dig way down into that iron, because there's still a lot of iron to be had right here, yeah. There's a lot of surface iron, which I'd like to get my grubby little mitts on. So, okay, there's that. Still low on lumber, that makes sense. We're going to be low on lumber for a very long lumbering time to be low on lumber. And we're very much out of ammonia. I was going to say absinthe, but that's not the right thing. Okay, well, that all got belted and purged. Just about, yeah. Easy. Easy stuff. Oh, this didn't get built. Hey. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Mucho gracias. Yep, you're going to be... Oh, I didn't rebuild the oil rig, did I? Honestly... I was honestly hoping I would be at... oh, I did rebuild it. 60? That's about what I'm consuming. Give it a bump? Maybe not give it a bump. Yep. I guess my other overreaching plan or overarching plan was going to be that I'll be at... What's your problem? Okay. That I would be at food packs by now, which didn't really happen. Which is fine. It's fine that it didn't happen. Just... I was hoping to be a little farther along. Food packs are ridiculously expensive when you don't have a lot of land. Now, why are they expensive? I'll tell you why. Thanks for asking. Can I get you bumped? We got a lot of backlog I want to work through, so... They're expensive because they take a lot of land. They take a lot of land for... Oh, the chickens aren't so much. Because you either need egg... Well, you need egg... No, you need bread. Or eggs, or bread, and meat. I think I said that all right. That's kind of the idea behind it. So in order to get chickens, you need chicken feed. Chicken feed is either more corn, more wheat, more potato, whatever. There's a bunch of ways to make chicken feed. Or animal feed, I should say. I call it chicken feed because there's only chickens in the game. There's not like pork or beef or anything. So what it ultimately comes down to is it's a commitment. It's an absolute commitment. And it can be really hairy. So that's kind of where that's at. Yeah, just work that out real friggin' fast if you could. This needs an ups. Thanks. Okay, that's better. It was flipping between these two recipes because it takes more than 2 cycles to get this full, or it takes more than a cycle extra for this to get the full 60. So now it's fine. Now we should be doing this top recipe all the time, or well. Oh, dirt. Oh, we're out of dirt. Oh, okay. Fine. It's fine. Coal has no more designations. Brother, yeah. But there's more. But wait. There's more. What happens if I cut across with this being our entry point? Is that a problem? The trucks are going to have to work harder to get to where they got to go. Now that we have this kind of built up, I'd like to go a little farther this way. See if we can knock that. That would be great. Let's make sure that is set. There you go. Thank you. We have a lot of copper left. I'm not worried about copper. I was really worried about iron, though. Yeah, I was legit worried about iron. Super legit, sad all the time, iron. That's not even at the right height. Oh, man. So we'll get as much terraforming done out here as possible before I cut a swath into the I was gonna say copper, the coal. And then I don't mind if the trucks come along here because it's gonna be the thickening, so to speak. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's very much downtime, which is unfortunate. I was hoping there was going to be a little more downtime on it. Nope. CR. The demand just falls through the floor and then production stops. Okay. Yep, that one's not working. It's good that they don't work all the time, because that tells me 60 barrels or 60 oil every 60 is still the right number. Oh, what I might like to do is move the boat. I don't think there's any more sand to be had. Oh, there is a little bit. But ultimately, I like to push this out a little more. Again, after we get a little more coverage out here, because this is going to get locked away from us for a very long time, I think. You can't jump that, can you? No, it is blocked right there. Okay. That's fine. Copper. Copper, copper, copper. Who's got the copper? You're the copper. And how much of this is worth noting? Actually, the top few layers are going to be... Top few layers are going to be iron, dirt, rock anyway. Yep, mining designation. Perfect. If you can get on that, that'd be great. Yep, we don't have any trucks, because we're full on copper. Go figure. I would genuinely love to build, like, bigger barrels of stuff, but, man, the construction materials are just too expensive right now. I already did all the refugee thing? Okay. I actually have enough we could fire up the ship again if we wanted. Got the last thing I think I needed. 800 we could tussle with. I don't really want to tussle. I don't want to pay a bunch of steel. Right now, it's a little expensive. 14, 820, 850, 920, 1010, 1010, 1010, 4850, 970, 850, 800, 99. Yeah, these were 13s and stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. There's an 800, and then a 1450. There's no reason for me to do anything like that over there. That's fine. High supply of compost. Okay. Merp. Let's start trimming that out. Oh, yeah, it's because that. There we go. Yep. Cool. Easy. Actually, wouldn't mind a backup of compost. Like a nice storage of compost. But it's also kind of not in the cards. Okay. Fertilizers kick it back up real nice. Yep, 100% is the highest amount of fertilization we can go with organic, and that's fine. I just really need to work out this compost. It's a good resource to have. And like I said, I could just go dump it if I wanted. How's this coming along? Oh, man. This is looking so good. Yeah. Very happy. Very happy to get a protective ring around the island. So, we're going to do that a little bit more. And then I think the idea I had, like I said, was I'd like to reset all of our shipping to this area. This storage is maybe fine, but what I'd like to do is like to get the rest of the sand out of here if I can, and maybe dig from here and go down, something like that. So this is going to be maybe we kick it out, I don't know, 5 or 6 tiles. This is still really shallow, which is nice. This is where it's going to get real deep, but that's okay. But then, yeah, with the rock right here, easy stuff. That's the... I keep saying easy stuff, right? It's all so easy. I keep saying easy stuff, but that's not always the case. I'm gonna... So you almost have 2,000. You know what? It's taking us a while. I still have to just be patient. I really want to upgrade that thing. I'm gonna upgrade the thing. I'm gonna upgrade the thing. Yep. How you doing? Yep, I'm doing it. I'm freaking doing it. I wish it would check and say, hey, I got a bunch of crap already. I'll just handle this. Oh, it did. Maybe that's the 60? Oh, that's the 60 already. Oh, okay, never mind. I take back everything I said. I'm taking it back. Everything I said. Now, we could do actually some work here. So this gets... badonked. Just get that removed. Let's start working this way. So we just bought ourselves a bunch more iron, which is just fantabulous. You could go do that. That'd be great. And then I'll recall you right away. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking real good. This is great. Okay. You're done, my friend. Thank you for all your effort. One thing, actually, we're gonna upgrade that as well. I lied. Sorry. Maintain your post. Maintain your post. I want to be prepared, right? 1.2 is not bad, and that's a stupid amount of rock. Heck, I might build another ship just so I could get more of it brought in. Okay, now that secures our energy future easy. Because that'll be able to produce, what, twice as much as I'm demanding right now? Let me guess, flu? Okay. Could have sworn I had like 120 workers a minute ago, and now I don't know where the heck they went. Copper has no... Yes. I'm using copper as my Earthworkers Union. Beautiful. Oh my god, so good. Now, the trucks don't have to go all the way around. Actually, they still maybe do. Hold on. They maybe still frickin' do. No, let's try that again, because they maybe still frickin' do. There we go, that's a little better. There's that. There's that. That gets removed. Okay, please do that. And these are mining designations. The mining, the digging, and the leveling are very, very strong tools. The thing is to know when to use what and where. That's, I think, maybe when I talk to folks, one of the most confusing parts of this game, straight up, is that. Using the leveling designation is giving both commands at the same time. It's very easy, but it might not always be what you want to accomplish. This makes it a little better to say, I don't want you to pick up stuff and dump stuff off to level it out or whatever. I just want this to get flattened. Just flattened, not filled. Because if I did the filling, it would probably come here and be like, oh, we gotta mine that little bit, we gotta mine that little bit. And I'm not looking for that, I don't care about that. But yeah, it's gonna get a lot of this done up and done. Yep, and because we're just hauling dirt or stone or whatever, I'm sure he's just dumping off. Okay, there is that. That's done. So now, I'm going to peel this off like this. Then I'm going to do this. That looks good to me. That gets removed. We're going to move the copper designation, and that's going to handle stuff for us. Super duper great. There's that. Okay, so now, again, trucks can go from here to here. No big deal. Okay. And how much is at the other thing already? Oh god, it's already 75% full. That's great. Yep, that's awesome. Okay, now it doesn't matter if I block it up with coal, if I cut right through. That's perfect. Yeah, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. All the accomplishments. And now, yep, we're ready to go. Second, we're done. And go. Yep, there we are. Neat. I don't think I need the T3 unloader. That would be a big, beefy boost, but I don't know if I need that. I don't know if that's helpful. I have a lot of plastic, my guy. Here's how this works. Where's plastic? You just pause for a hot minute. Complete waste? Absolutely. But if I could just get this thing unloaded a little faster, I'd be really happy about that. They'll take up most, if not all of it. Yeah. That's a lot less stuff I gotta burn. I think it was burning hydrogen and whatnot. You got you over there with your hydrogen, you freaking whatnot. Did we burn through all of the poly? I think we did. I could just pop on whenever. I'll do another purge out later, but it's important we unpause this guy. Okay, that was it. Okay, how much more of this did I want? Oh, we're almost done. Okay, cool. All these rules can skate. I completed my MO, or not MO, I completed my agenda by building a little bit of a force field, maybe is not the right word, but I wanted a bit of a buffer around stuff. So that's good, that's great. Now, we're going to do what I said I wanted to do before. I would like to extend this out, move the shipyard, move some storages around, and really get this a little more ship-friendly. Get into some ship shape. So, this is going to take a bit of effort. But bear with me, okay? Maybe. This is +2. That's fine. Yep. That's just going to annihilate that for sure. We'll do, yeah. Yep. Well, now we're doing the stuff that I started with doing, so I could get that built out. Yeah. Perfection. Food? We're low on potatoes. We're high on fruit and veg. Whatever those I can remove. You can go to potato. Fruit can go to wheat. That should even that out nicely. Yeah, we have a lot of spare trucks when we can get spare like we do spare trucks. This is so much freaking rock. Oop, I held tab for a second there. Okay. That's why the hotkeys were weird. Okay, good stuff. Oh, getting a fair amount of messages here. I just want to go through them and clear them. Because I plan to record here for another, I don't know, hour? So, I have a bunch of plans going for this weekend. And then I kind of think, like, they're going to fall through anyway. Which is fine. Folks are busy. We all got plans. We all got lives. No big deal. That's what I'm trying to, like, hammer through right now. See if we can get something figured out. Okay, so this gives me another shipping lane, which is what I wanted. It's gotta go... Not too much farther, but, like, I'm not trying to connect all this quite yet. Do another check here. Almost. Like another, I don't know, 10 squares, and then that'll make me feel real stable, real safe. Okay. That's all good. Yep, a fourth shipping lane is going to make me feel real happy. I was hoping to be past this sand, moving on to grinding quartz, and then have more room so I could redo petrochem. I honestly don't want to stay in petrochem world for too long. But it is what it is. I can't really trade dirt for fuel gas, which is a pretty powerful deal when you've got more than enough land. Right, so this has to go right there. So those last two can get clipped. Alright, one more check. Plenty of land. I love it. I didn't catch what that message was. Well, if it was important, it'll pop up later, right? Okay, so I got two options. Continue pushing forward with forestry or something else. That's done. Thank you kindly. I think I want to push forward with forestry. So, this looks like this. This comes down to level 1. This can look like this, and this is a dumping designation. So this does not have to level itself out later. Yep, that's perfect. Nope. Nope. Yep. Perfect. Okay, come on down. Yeah, work over something like that. Yep, plenty of opportunity. It's still relatively close. Yeah, I want to get our forestry back online. Oh, if I get the forestry like more online, like more consistent, that means I can trade more often. If I can trade more often, that means I might be able to talk about permanent power here as form of fuel gas. Now, this has been nice. It's a nice little side piece, but it's not going to last me forever. I need more stuff. So I think this is a really good spot for me to just kick off and take care of that. I'm going to say we're down to 14%. 15. Oh, man. I've been getting really good at this guessing thing. Yeah. In retrospect, maybe I should have stored more lumber. I keep calling it lumber because I think lumber is easier for me to say than wood. Yeah, I don't know. It's not some infantile thing, just lumber is easier for me to say than, yeah. I could set up another ship. Is that a deal? Is that a plan? Oh, you know what? I might not... Hold on. Now that I look at this a little more subjectively... Okay, that's going to be weird. But that's there. Copper has no designations. Okay, yep. We've been doing, again, a lot of this earthworking stuff. I don't know if I want to cut the base down to 1 or if we're going to stay at 2 for a while. But I think 2 is maybe fine right now. 2 is fine to get a lot of this mountainous stuff worked. That's for sure. Oh, that was hardly any copper at all, actually. Okay, well, that's fine. Low supply of fuel gas. Yep, because until we get a shipment. That was fast. That was oddly enough right on cue. Fantastic. How much have we got sitting here? Okay, 5,640 stored product. So we're still good on that too. Still good on that too. Second the truck or the ship arrives and dumps off, all the vehicles go zoom. I might upgrade this instead of building a whole new port. So, oh, hold on. How much can you push? 125. How much does the next tier push? Oh, doubles. Oh, okay. You know what? Because I'm worth it. Why not? I have some Unity. I'd rather somebody else just bring it. Yep, and there went all our T3 parts. Okay, so now how long does this take? I mean, half the time, clearly. Return materials. Oh, that's neat. I didn't realize it was its own little thing like that. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. Okay, so it also occurs to me that this is borked. Yeah, they can't cut through easily. That's lame. It's fine. How much did I demand? Not too much more than this, actually. It's already the third of the way there. Okay, now... Yeah, it's twice as fast, obviously. Oh, yeah, that's incredible. Now the problem is the belts, but tier 2 belts are the best I can belts. You know what I could do, though? Oh, holy crap. Yeah, the belts are the problem. I'm gonna do something like this. And I know that just killed the magic. But... yeah, this is... I think this is necessary. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. And what I'm not fine is that I need another spot. Okay. Yeah, you had it. You had it, mate. And that goes away. And this gets unified. Okay, now I doubled our belt throughput by just adding 2 more belts. Cool. Alright. So, what time does this stop? When it has 750 remaining. Now, can this get tapped before the ship comes back? I'm playing on a high speed, so like my idea of time dilation is a little skewed. Okay. This works out really well. There is a small gap in between the ship coming and everything. That's great. How are we doing? We're getting there. This is taking a stupid amount of resources. Land is very expensive, which makes complete sense that it is, but it just super is expensive. Where y'all? Oh yeah, right. I already said the thing I said. Right. You know what I might try instead? About this? What if we did that? Just build a little pseudo bridge. We get to the other side, because I can't get to the other side right now. Yeah, see that truck just came through like that? Yeah, that's easy. But yeah, we can build a little pseudo bridge so we're not going all the way around. But we can still have all the luxuries of having... I don't know where I was going with this. Not important, clearly. There we are. And guess who just arrived? So this should be... Nope. Nope. It is... Oh, yeah, because it's 250. Yeah, it's 50 faster than the belts. Totally fine. You hear me freaking out about it? You do not. Awesome. Yep, that's exactly what I want. I want something to arrive. Poof, it's gone. That's the idea. What are you stuck doing? I don't even know what you're stuck doing, but you're stuck. Oh my god, that filled up fast. Jeez, oh my. That filled up so fast. It filled up so fast. Let me guess. It's at 100? Oh, it's at 0. Where's this fertilizer going then? Oh, it's just this belt is a level 1 belt. Okay. Okay. Which means this one is a level 1 belt, or pipe. And you don't need faster than 30, so you don't get a level up. Sorry. Well, that was easy. Neat. Okay, that was a good work. Too bad we can't use fertilizer on trees. Sad. I mean, not really. Not really sad. I mean, would be cool if, but I get why we can't. Okay. I won't have to babysit that for too much more, but I like to babysit it. It's nice to see progress, and that is a very measurable way we can track progress is through land creation. Right? That's kind of the vibe. Okay, everything looks good. The 3 great powers of iron, copper, and coal are still looking fine. Yep, that bought us a lot more time. Not infinite, mind you, but it did buy us much more time. We got dirt stocked up already? Man, oh geez. What can I say? Music's good. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna buy us a lot more land. I don't think there's anything else I want to change about any of that. I think I'm pretty happy with all that. I will need to keep track on limestone so I don't choke out dirt, because that would suck. Okay, you still got a bit more to go there before that's done deal. Yeah, that's still going real nice. Oh, so nice. Yeah, again, it feels really weird having the base so calm. How do I only have 66 workers now? No, you don't have. That's all paused. I don't think I've been building a lot of stuff. I kind of feel like I've extended this one and I had just enough. And then I extended this one and now I still don't have just enough. Maybe it's because I did this. Okay, that's what allowed me to use my ship. Blarg, man. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I thought this would take way more micromanagement to make sure stuff was okay and moving and flowing right, but it's just chill o'clock right now. I'm sorry if you hear Nico meowling. He thinks it's dinner time. It's not dinner for another 3 hours, my guy. Actually, it's a little bit my fault because I fed him early yesterday. I had some plans, so I'm like, well, I can either feed him at 3 p.m. or 10 p.m. And he's usually fed at 5 p.m. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be like, oh, you don't get food because a clock to... Oops. I'm not going to feed you because a clock told me so. That's not my style. So I fed him a little bite at, I guess at 2. At 2 before I left. And then, yeah, I came home at 10:30, I think. And then it was another little snack. So the problem is, we got to spend a couple days and get our behaviorals back. Our behaviorals got to get back to normal. If ever you want to train a cat, do not pay attention to them. If they're acting up, don't show them that they can get their sway by causing a little bit of ruckus, right? Same thing with like a kid, right? Kids throwing a temper tantrum, ignore them. It's really tough to do, but what it ultimately comes down to is you don't want to reward negative behavior. So if you're acknowledging their crappy behavior, it doesn't help anything. It really doesn't help anything. Okay, that's good, that's good. This can also be paused. That's 10 more workers I could use. More research? I don't think so quite yet. The glass tech would be really nice, but I don't think I'm ready for that quite yet. Yeah, the good news is this forest won't have to be touched. I might put farms here if I need farms. Hi, Nico. I heard you yelling from the kitchen. Hi. You want coming up here? I think you just want some loves. Hi. Okay, you want to say hi to everybody while you're kissing the microphone? I know, no, I need that to do microphone things. Hi. You smell like a cat. You should know that about yourself. I keep telling you every day, buddy, you smell like a cat. Smell like a cat. You cool with that? You cool smelling like a cat? Alright, well. Tried to whatever, now you know. Smell like a cat. Alright, now we are out of wood, legit style. This is maybe where stuff starts to crash. Actually, we're probably fine on 15 megawatts because I'm not using the arc furnace. The arc furnace eats up damn near this generator. Like, almost. Okay, we're cutting. We're doing good. Hi. Okay, hi. Oh. Hi, buddy. You having a bad day? I think Nico farted and woke himself up. Jax used to do that all the time. It was so adorable. He'd usually sleep like on his face, so he would snore sometimes. But yeah, it's like imagine someone snoring, and then they cut cheese, and then they wake themselves up, and then they're mad. This is a bad. No, it's my favorite memory maybe of Jax is like that thing I just said is like. So he cut some cheese. He woke up. Didn't realize he woke himself up, looked around, saw Nico like half of a foot away, and then slapped him in the face. Nico was like, whoa, danger mode, and whatever, and it was just like, Jax was like, don't you forget it, and then like, Nico was like, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what's going on. I was also napping. But okay, I guess slapping's alright now. Kind of, it was very, as an arbitrary third party, it was a funny. Oh, lordy, it was a funny. Alright. So I'm gonna let this. Yeah, I wanted that to get formed up first. Okay, cool. So there's our ramp. So now I'm going to this guy. Oh yeah, right. I kicked it all the way over there for reasons. This looks like this. And this looks like this. Let's come back one. I still want to save the precious dirt. Let's do that. And then we do this. Hi. Nico's done very well with whatever training I gave him. He does do a good job of when he wants my attention. He'll put his hand on my hand, or his paw on my hand, or his paw on my elbow, or his paw like some part of my body, and then I will react. Hey, what's up, man? It's been really cool. Sometimes he is excited, which I get. He's an animal. And claws will be out, so that's fun. To which my reaction is not always neutral. I'll say it like that, because like, hey man, don't claw me. Paws, no claws, you know? Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me, mister. Oof, there you are. Okay. I do want to keep a better eye on that. Maybe there's a smarter way to do this, but I have not figured it out. I assign the area with one mining tower. Then I do whatever I want with it. So the mining tower has ownership. And then I dump all the stuff I want to dump. There's maybe a better way to do it. I don't know, but this works for me 100% of the time. Can you guys go to there? Just get the rest of it out of your system. Okay, awesome. Remove, remove, remove. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Remove. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, keep going. Sorry. This looks like this. This is another, what, 2, 4, 6 times 20. Okay, that's awesome. It's another 120 tiles. It's fine. 120 tiles. Yep, nice little addition, that's for sure. There's a strong chance I'm going to want another tree planter. We'll see. We've got 1,700 saplings to go. That's fine. We're low on veggie and potatoes. We're a little low on everything, actually. The corn is what I'm kind of worried about. Okay, ship has departed. That's doing that. That's doing this. Okay. Ooh. Like I said, like this hasn't been like a hard run, but it has been finicky because it's really important that we stay on the ball. Too much screwing around at too early of a tech level could be very problematic. Do you need another truck? I don't think I need another tree cutter, but I'm wondering if you need another tree. You don't. Okay. Just watching it can answer a lot of questions. I've played a fair amount of these automation games. And realistically, whenever I meet someone new, and just like trying to figure out how do you do all the math, honestly, the math is like a good foundational part of it, but a lot of it for me is just watching. Like, does this guy need another truck following him? There's always one available. He does not need a third truck. Easy, right? It could have probably done math or wood cut per month or whatever. Nah. This is easy enough. We might be rebounding now, though. I'm almost terrified to say we might be rebounding. I do want another tree cutter. Tree planter. Yeah, I want another tree planter. I plan on expanding quite a bit more. And a tree cutter doesn't have to move around a whole lot. And it looks like the tree planter can keep up with the tree cutter one to one, maybe? But the second we get over here, tree planters got to come back and forth for saplings, and I'm adding more land. That doesn't super duper help. Oh, are you done already? Sweet brisket, that was fast. Okay. Now, the two of them can follow this ding-dong around, and one more can just, yeah, just like that. You can come over here and do the stuff. Okay, we're low on hydrogen, we're low on fuel gas, we're low on everything because I don't have any corn. There we go. There's the corn. There's the good stuff. We're going to say this can be 160. Are we actually stockpiling on stone? Rock? Whatever. Freaking whatever it's called. I'm going to call it whatever I want. I keep calling it stone because rock is Mega Man's original name. I keep calling it stone because, I don't know. Oh, probably from... Yeah, I think we've already had this chat. Probably from Stronghold. More stone, me lord. More stone needed. More stone, me lord. This lack of taxes is the very least we can expect. Just like little audio lines in that game are just so cute. And so the whole game's just stupidly charming. For sure. I have not built another ramp yet. That's fine. This guy just finished... Nope. There's some room. There's some room over there. Yep. We're building a strong economic backbone here. Or industrial. Strong industrial backbone. Which I like. I like. Yep, great. Now I just really like seeing all this happening. We're getting a lot done in an hour and a half, yeah. I mean, thanks to the faster speed. No place to dump product. Yep, cause too much stone. We're getting close to being at the end of that, which is awesome to see. I don't think there's anything left there. I see like a little bit I wouldn't mind to get, but yeah. I could easily move the forestry area a bit more if I wanted. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's going to take a hot minute to catch up. Man, I'd also love a proper agriculture sorter. God, that'd be great. We have lumber! Oh my god, we've tipped the scales. 1,300 wood. Look at that. We haven't had that in ages. Last 100 years. Yeah, we've been scraping the bottom of the barrel for a long time. Ah. Now we're going to have to just be patient as it gets everything else kind of reconfigured and buffers are refilled and etc, etc. Yeah. Are we out of coal? We're not, but we're not digging anymore, so yeah. Finish that, please, and then we're done. How deep does this go? Another several layers, I'd say. Okay. Oh god, I thought that said we had a high supply of wood. Oh, remember when we were selling stuff for mech parts and... Well, not mech parts. Scrap iron. Oh man, weren't those just the days? So much scrap iron. Oh man, we made so much scrap iron by trading wood. Ah, for sure and for real. So much. So much. It was so good. Okay, so I'm seeing some coal come in now. Yeah, this is friggin' moving, man. Okay, yep. As long as coal's coming in at all, we're good. 10%. Man, I've been on point with guessing that. Shiz. It's been on point or 1% off. I've been, yeah, this in the last like 4 sessions or whatever. Just, but we're at 62%. Dang, nothing. Nice. I actually can't believe we have net positive lumber now. Yeah. Which means corn is fixed? Oh yeah, corn's totally fixed. Awesome, okay. Less wheat, more fruit? Yeah, might grow that out a little bit more. Sure. Man, they did such a great job with this game. There isn't anything I'd fundamentally change at all about it. Like, it's a very good game. I'm also very high on... Getting real high on this sulfur here. Okay. That's kicking a can down the river for sure. Down the road? Down the... I'm kicking a can. That's what's going on. I'm kicking a can. Okay, we're good on dirt. I want to be kind of careful about that. New outlet? Awesome. I just saw them use it immediately. Okay, perfection. Perfection. Okay, yeah, this is the real kick right now. This is a real kicker. This looks like that. Do I have a lot of... I do. I have a pretty embarrassing amount of compost. Okay. Well, not embarrassing, just like, it's a lot. I want to keep the compost low, because that's where we're getting our... biomass turned. That's where we're getting our biomass turned into. Yep, just purge the whole thing down. So whatever 3-4 trucks show up here, one more. There we go. Thank you. You're done. Don't take. You're done. Okay, good. Next, this guy, which appears to have already been purged, so that's fine. Okay, cool. Onward with dirt. Again, this method is maybe a little micromanagey, but it works. I'm sure there's maybe a different way to do it, but aside from using multiple mining towers, mine control towers, I'm not sure what it is. Okay, just a little more. Let's try on that. This is another, what, 180 tiles? Yeah, this is awesome. The forest is returning! I'm doing a reverse Fern Gully, I guess. Oh, that certainly was a movie. Of all the movies that were creepy, and after you see it a little bit, it's like, maybe this shouldn't be for children. Maybe just because it's this company that generally makes children's movies, this shouldn't be for children. Maybe. Maybe. A little more? Ooh, too much. That's fine. If I need a little more, I got a little more. Yeah, we're getting so much done here. This is incredible. There. Yep, cool. All right, thanks, lads. You're done. Scoot. And tell me if you've heard this one before. Way more trees. Hot dang, that can go away. So I'd like to see 2 tree planters guard that guy. And then another one just plant new stuff. Oh, or there's nothing to do and they just go absolutely ape on it. Even better. Okay, we're at 2,000 lumber. Dude. That's incredible. Yeah, 1,200 here. It's probably counting the 400 here. Yeah, 350. And then also what's here. Yep. Baller. That's super. Oh, that feels so good again. Ah, man. It's the little things, right? Like, we've been without lumber for so long, and our power grid was in jeopardy. Oh, yeah, it's good now. That's strumming away. That looks great. Smell it in. That's the smells of progress. All the several stinks of progress. I don't want to start research because I'm still using 1.2 Unity here. And then I'm going to use 0.4. I guess 0.8. So I'm going to be burning 2 Unity, which isn't too bad. No, I'm going to hit all the wrong buttons. Don't mind me. 2 Unity for rigs aren't too bad. I'm using some extra Unity on some of the edicts that I got going on. So that's that. Yeah, electricity, water, edicts, health, yeah. So I don't want to start research because if I'm going to do research, I'm going to do it all the way. Oh, there's actually not enough stone available. Look at that. We've caught up. That's incredible. How did this happen? Sweet God. Okay, well. Yeah, someone can build that out, please. Okay, and then, yep, you're going to get all the sulfur out of that. I really don't want to waste stuff if I can manage to not waste stuff. There's going to be a lot of times we're just going to have to bite the bullet and sacrifice some resources to keep the game going, etc., etc. But this is looking great. So I think last session picture was like this. What do I take a picture of this time? I don't really know. There's been continual work done, but I don't know what would be picture worthy for the thumbnail. The world map, maybe? Maybe I do this. Shipping Empire kind of a thing? I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that probably. I got a few more minutes here. I'd like to get this pushed through a little bit more. Man, if I could round the corner and start like doing more that way, even better. Realistically, what'll happen is I would like the lumber, or at least the saplings, to be put in the middle of this, so that way stuff doesn't have to travel so far. That would be great. Also, like I said, for farms, once we get to a point where we're happy with how much lumber we're bringing in, just to show the footprint, there's our current farming, right? So I kind of think we would push this down a bit more. Farming, so 5 farms. And then we would have all the lumber. Then this would push all the agriculture here and up and sorting and everything. That's the idea behind all that. Yeah, we need to have as much stuff belted around as possible. To save on diesel, save on fuel, right? Trains would be great. Trains would save a lot of materials, but I'd have to do terminus stations, and there's not really a lot of room for any of that right now, so meh. It's also not really worth it for me to set up, because they are resource expensive to get started with. Especially with where we're at. Oh, man. Yeah, so good. Oh, I love having all that stuff extra. I'm so absolutely thoroughly happy. Cannot express how happy I am. Oh, I can't, actually. I'm very happy. Yeah, there we go. Can't express with words. I can. I'm happy. Eat it. Kind of a thing. So yeah, it's just gonna keep going like that. I'm rounding it out like this, so that way when this part finishes, I can just go, have fun. Because they'll just work from this side to the back. Yeah, that'll be it. Could put in a ramp. I did not put in a ramp yet. There's still so much stone that's got to get stoned, though. Now, to be absolutely honest, to be clear about a thing, is we're getting some income for wood now. The reality of the situation is we won't really see where we're at until 18 years from now. 20 years, because what's the cycle? 18 years? 38 years. So we won't have good production data until 40 years from now. And I plan on, I don't know, take about that, slap it right about there. That would be really great. If I get something like that going on, yeah, that'd be awesome. Because I want to solve all the problems we're going to have one at a time. Though, again, a small map forces us to address every problem at the same time, really. But what I'd like to do is solve, like, if I can take care of food and I can take care of lumber. Lumber gives me something to trade. If I can get food buttoned in, food also means food packs. Food packs means crude. Food packs means ammonia. Food packs means what else? Uranium. And we're not doing canning, so we're not doing that. But this provides a lot of resources. Is there anything I can trade uranium for? No, I can't trade uranium ore for anything. That's unfortunate. It's honestly not something we're gonna even be touching. So womp womp. But that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Our Unity is incredibly stable. I would get into household furniture, which would really, really help our Unity as well. I think we would get, like, I don't know, 2.4? 2.5, something like that? Not sure. It would be a big help. But it's also a lot of steel. It's a lot of, well, it's wood that I don't have. You know what, for giggles? Just for giggles, because I think I have it researched. I do. 12.8. That's not wholesale and reasonable. That's not wholesale and reasonable. I might actually strongly consider that once we get a little more lumber coming in. I want to get to the point where we can start trading and selling it again on the easy street. Then I'll consider adding additional products. I think that'd be really cool. I could honestly just watch this part of the game specifically all day. Yeah. It's still that real sleepy kind of a vibe of a day, too. Oh my goodness gracious. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I try to do a pretty good job. I do a pretty good job, I think, about like muting the mic, and when I'm gonna yawn or I'm gonna sneeze real quick. I think I do a pretty decent job of it, but sometimes it just gets away from me and just... Well, time to just sneeze into the microphone really, really loud for no reason. Well, there's a reason. There's a reason. Allergies. I didn't always have allergies either. Like, I wasn't always allergic to stuff, but get older, guess what? Allergies. Cool. Yeah, we're wasting really very little time about that whole thing. I'm tempted to turn it into hydrogen. And just have this hydrogen feed it, and then be like, okay, that's one thing done. Actually, how much ship pollution? Oh. 7.3 water pollution? Really? Huh, okay. Yeah, that sucks. I don't think I'm a water treatment tech, am I? I am, actually. Sand and chlorine, water and sludge, and then sludge can be turned into fuel gas again. That might not be a bad idea. 600 kilowatts. I don't think that matters anymore. I don't think that I think we might be fine with that. That might be what I start next session with. Just really get our water knocked out. Just really. Just, yeah. Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna wait another minute or two here. Get this all going. Yeah, that's all. This is all great progress. Yeah, you can see exactly what we've added this session. Because it's green. Yeah. Dropped it right in. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so we're getting down in the coal. Iron has been extended significantly. We chopped down this whole thing over here by copper. Gives extra access points. Access points. Yeah, then doing that whole thing was maybe the crux of it, the forest and stuff. So, let me grab the screenshot for the thumbnail. We'll do something like that. Mercantile Empire or something, yeah? Well, that wraps it up for me. Thank you all for joining today. My name is JohnMegacycle, and I hope to catch you all next time.